the Passi leg of the winter tournament of the TAT.
And the Titans are off today, so they get to scout everybody else. Meanwhile, the Dragons and Black Bears in third place. Massive win by the Black Bears just minutes ago. And so the Lions and the Royals are seeing action tonight. And let's see who gets their first W.
Well, we are so critical about the performance of Mo Fati, but last night, a double-double performance for him.
Absolutely, and 5 of 11 field goals as well. So he really just has to get the ball more in proper position.
On the other side, we have Jonathan Angel Guzman. Wow.
Oh,
an explosive import for the Loong Lions.
He's doing it all. I mean, he's practically carrying the entire team on his back. 36.16 boards, 6 dimes, and 15 out of 23 field goal shooting.
Big numbers for the debuting Jonathan Guzman. Now we'll turn you over to Daniel Aguarda. Daniel, what's the latest?
Sandy and Bill, with both teams coming from a loss, this game will definitely be an interesting one, especially with the Guangzhou Loong Lions and Big 3 Royal Athletics having one world import each, and it will be a battle between the young guns and the veterans. Coach Passi has mentioned that going against this young team, their experience is definitely a weapon they will utilize. Meanwhile, for Coach Sirwan, he said that it was a tough debut for the Loong Lions, but they are very much excited to bounce back and show how they can run the game. Let's get this third game going. Gio Cruz, let's go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoyment continues here inside the Passi Arena, Passi City, Iloilo, as we bring you the leg one of the Asian Tournament. It's the main game of today's triple header, featuring the Big 3 Royal Athletes and Guangzhou Loong Lions. Now let's meet the starters first from the Big 3 Royal Athletes. Guard number 13, James Martinez. Other guard number 39, Shaq Aranes. And forward number 6, Wolvie Escosio. Other forward number 55, Lordy Casajeros. And at center number 24, Mohamed Fati. Head coach is Matthew Sia. Now let's meet the starters. Guangzhou Loong Lions. Starting guard number 3, ZG Yang. Under guard number 5, Jonathan Guzman. At forward number 4, Jazzy Lee. Under forward number 14, Guang Ki Chen. And at center number 12, Yukun Kao. Head coach of the Loong Lions, Jesus Serwan. Our game officials, Jerry Gabriel, Royville Manakil.
The starters for the Royals, Shakalanes, James Martinez, Mohamed Fati, Lordy Casajeros, and Wawi Scotia. The Lions will start with Yang ZG, Jonathan Guzman, Gao Yukun, Lee Jiazi, and Cheng Guangqi.
Only 8 players on the roster for the Loong Lions. And remember, they had misplaced their luggage, so they had to buy shoes and have new uniforms made right away. Finally, everything's okay.
Chen goes inside. Well, the Guangzhou Loong Lions lost to the Aces 105-98 yesterday.
Yes, that was a pretty tight game. But the Aces, of course, the more experienced team. And we expect something similar to happen, to trend during this game. These are the games where players like James Martinez stand out.
While the Big 3 Royal Athletes lost to the Evanta Black Dragons 123-93 last night. Chen there at the line for the Lions, 6 out of 10.
You want to be in the top 4 at least, so you can, immediately go on to the next stage. If you're in the bottom 3, then you're going to have to go through another couple of rounds.
James Martinez coming out from the crowd, and he will score. Fati.
Oh, almost. It's nice to see Fati aggressive now. Let's see if his endurance holds up.
Guzman misfiring from the outside, and Passi goes down. Wawi Scotia. He gets it back and will score downstairs.
He's so bulky. He takes up so much space.
Oh. The 2012 CSAFI MVP, Wawi Scotia.
The SAFI, of course, is the homegrown sports tournament in Cebu.
Yes, and Jonathan Guzman stepped out of bounds. Jonathan Guzman, he is 25 years old, but he will be 26 this coming October 30. That will be next Wednesday.
Well, he won't be here anymore. Eh? 'Cause we end on
Sunday.
on Sunday, the 27th.
A little too aggressive that time is number 4, Lee Jazzy.
The good thing about having young athletes is they're very energetic and
Yeah.
they're very aggressive. The bad thing is you have to rein it in sometimes.
Eight minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the first period. Big Three Royals shot 38% last night, 34 of 89. James Martinez, 2 out of 7 from the field, finishing the game with only 6 points.
Patti posting up and he's being fronted, so it's hard to get the ball into him. Well, Wawi Scotia came to play.
Yes. Wawi Scotia, he was discovered by Don Bel Bilano.
Wow.
When Don Bill was in Pangasinan and he
The
brought
first,
Wawi Scotia to the University of the Visayas in Cebu.
Of course, Don Belbilano is the first player to score a quadruple double in a game.
It's very hard to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Young was able to score downstairs. The Lions scoring. And the Big Three Royals up by only a point. James Martinez, that was a difficult shot by James Martinez.
He got pushed and he was looking at the ref.
Oh, wide open lane there for Lee.
6-5. Big Three in the unfamiliar position of being in the lead. This is actually a very strong 5 for the Big Three.
Yeah. Martinez tried to create some space. Fati inside.
He's got to calibrate that shot. It's
Calibrate is the right term.
2 feet from the basket.
Guzman knocking it down from downtown.
Uh-oh.
He played in Costa Rica, Mexico, Ecuador, Taiwan, and Belize.
Most of those places have very physical professional leagues.
Casajeros. Casajeros very aggressive here.
First knockdown of the evening.
And it's going to be on number 3, Yang ZG. He will be guilty of the foul. Oh, number 2 on him.
That's very critical for the Loong Lions.
Jerry Gabriel will approach the officials table.
Warning on number 55, warning for second motion.
Second motion. But if it's a warning, that means he didn't hit anybody.
The head coach of the Long Lions, Hasu Serwan, a very young coach, and also for the Big Three Royals, also a young coach, Bill.
And sometimes when you're a young coach, you have to work extra hard for the veteran players to respect you.
That's Matthew Sia.
Yeah. Blocking foul.
Oh, it's going to be on Chacalanes.
You can tell he's a young player because his name is Shaquille.
Shaquille.
Means he was born after the 90s.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
8-7. Seesaw game on our hands.
Guzman. Oh,
Oh, tough shot. When in doubt, use the glass.
And the Lions overtaking now the big three Royals.
This is a good pace for the big three, actually.
They will
There you
go
go.
inside. And this time, Mo making sure that he will score 1 out of 3 from the field.
That's been missing in their first couple of games. Getting the ball inside and getting contributions from Fati because he's, just too strong for everybody.
Gao straight like an arrow, Bill.
Now, this is a problem because he's matched up against Fati. Fati is going to have to come out.
Chacalanes misfires from the outside. Guzman, nice pass. Young will score in transition.
You got to reward the people who fill the lanes.
Unselfish play there for Jonathan Guzman, who played for Team USA in the 2024 Jones Cup.
Martinez knocked down, taking a three-point shot. That's a very bad foul.
Kyle Napis in the game for Wawi Scotia. Scotia will sit down with 4 points.
Scotia needs a breather.
James Martinez played for 18 minutes yesterday.
Which is below his average. He's a very, very solid guard, and his basketball IQ is really off the charts. If he were only 6 inches taller, my goodness.
And goes 3 out of 3 from the line.
Very important to make the free throws. Now they're just down by 1.
Gao. Left-handed reverse.
He had to change his shot because Fati is so big.
3 won't go. So Jonathan Guzman, he's a lefty, but when we saw that shot earlier, he was using his right hand when he did the floater.
That's very impressive. You're ambidextrous. Very, very few players are like that. Even, I'd say, less than 1%.
Casajeros.
They're not giving the ball to Fati anymore.
And he is fouled again.
Casajeros with a nice little curl there. Lions are now in the penalty, and that's because you're a young team and the elders are taking advantage of you.
Shot clock 14 seconds for the big 3 Royal athletes. They're giving it now to Mo Fati. Reyes outside. Now Lordy Casajeros asking for it.
Yes, he was.
Marvin Lee.
Oh, it's going to take him time to warm up, but luckily Fati is there.
Now Fati with his second field goal of the game. He is 2 of 4 from the field.
Uh-oh.
Wide open 3. Bang!
See, every time you make a substitution, the other team can take advantage because you haven't established who's going to guard who.
How about the 3-point shooting of the Loong Lions last night? 12 out of 39 from downtown.
And they'll only get better. Fati is fouled.
He will go to the free throw line.
Much more active, and they're rewarding him much more now.
Last night, 12 points, 16 rebounds, 5 out of 11 from the field. That's the numbers of
And
Mo
that's
Fati.
a bad night for him.
Yeah. But it was a better night compared to his first game.
Yeah.
Daniel Aguardia, what do you have?
Aiming to get their first win, Coach Matsia has mentioned that one problem is that conditioning-wise, the team isn't there yet. As seen in yesterday's game, most of their players were already catching their breath by halftime, and now going against a team who will run and go fast. Coach Matt told his players that they will need to help each other out on the court to have a strong defense. He is hoping that Mo Fati will dominate this game, seeing that the height advantage is also on their side. Sandy and Bill.
Jonathan Guzman forcing his shot from the outside.
Oh, so far, so good. We're tied.
Casajeros. 13 points last night, 3 rebounds, and was 5 out of 6
They cleared it out for him.
from the field. Oh. Yang is fouled by Lee.
Lee again at a disadvantage here because of his size. Pretty small five on the floor for the big three.
Young.
He's taking Marvin Lee inside.
Oh.
He's much bigger and stronger.
High arcing layup there by Young. He was able to score over Mo Fati. Casajeros.
They're going to Casajeros again. And then Fati gets out of the way.
In exchange, Napis is there.
Good idea, good plan.
Guzman is fouled by Lordi Casajeros.
He's just so quick off the ball.
And he reads the defense correctly.
Great point. He knows which way to go. 19 seconds on the clock. 19-19 is our score.
And both teams are in the penalty.
See, Fati is such a big presence there.
Young.
You cop out when you see him.
And Mo Fati was fouled
He's going to take 2 free throws.
by Zoo. And they will send Mo Fati to the free throw line because the Lions are in the penalty.
This is the problem now for the Lions. If they keep sacrificing people against Fati, they'll run out of people.
If we take a look at their bench, they only have three players there.
Yeah.
Mo Fati, 2 out of 4 from the field here in the first period.
Uh-oh. This is a part of his game he really has to work on because as the center, you're going to get fouled a lot. You're going to draw a lot of attention and you're taller than everybody, so they're going to foul you for sure.
Alan Santos, the Royal Big Three Royal athletes will go local here.
Yeah. They're giving Fati a rest. Save him for the second half. Pace him much better.
Nice feed.
But
Gao fumbled it.
Very good defense by the Big Three. They're getting their hands in the right places.
Reyes. Back out to Lee.
Oh,
Lee. Oh, what a move by Marvin Lee.
up and a skip, and it's 2 points. And the Big Three are up by 3.
Lee was on fire last night, 15 points and made 3 triples.
They're sitting in like a floating zone or a box and 1.
Young scoring for the Long Lions. It's been a pretty close first period, Bill.
Absolutely. Which is good for the Long Lions.
Napis misfires Gao the rebound.
They really don't use the backboard. Would have been a much better shot.
They're sharing the ball well as Young will take it from the outside. Alan Santos takes care of it.
But you know, the bad thing about that is Guzman is not getting the shots.
Because he is giving the ball to his teammates.
Exactly.
Napis misfires again, 0 of 3.
And he's
to
too
start.
busy yapping with the referee.
Intercepted by Marvin Lee.
Napes should just put his head down and go back to work whenever something like that happens.
Zhang is guarding Marvin Lee. Now he is wide open for 3.
That was way beyond the arc.
Reyes. Basket will not count, but he will go to the free throw line.
A lot of activity for the Big Three. That's very nice to see. They're moving around a lot. They're really...
Well, it's been an exciting
Yeah.
first period for
Oh,
both. Rafael Reyes, 1 out of 3 last night, 4 points, and played for 9 minutes. You're watching the winter tournament of the TAT here in Passi City. The first leg of the winter tournament.
And it feels like winter.
Oh yeah, it's very cold in here.
Yes.
And it's signal number 2 in Luzon.
Yes. I hope everybody's...
That's why they canceled the classes on the work.
and government offices.
Also in Bohol and in Cebu.
So please stay safe and stay dry. Don't venture out if you don't need to.
Ball stays with the Long Lions. They're down by 2 points.
Very
That's
good
the head
fight.
coach.
Very good fight.
Jesus Erwan. Chen asking for it, and he is ready to fire.
Right on target, straight and true.
24-23.
And the Lions jump ahead now.
Less than a minute remaining. And the first quarter, Reyes. Napes is 0 of 3. His first field goal.
They heard
here.
you. They have a lot of respect now for the outside shooting of Marvin Lee. They've shut him down basically from the outside.
25-24.
Good ball movement by the Lions. They're spreading out to avoid double teams and get open shots.
Nice move by Chen, and he lost it out of bounds.
Good idea though, because he had a smaller man on him. Take him inside.
He was thinking of the shot.
Yes. But good identification, good decision making by the Lions so far.
Oh, what a pass by Reyes. Lee unable to score from beyond the arc. Intercepted by Reyes. Lee asking for it. Too early for him to release that shot.
True. He misjudged the time. Marvin Lee's upset because there's enough time for him to get a good shot.
1 quarter down, 3 more to go. You're watching the TAT here in Passi. So the big three Royal athletes ahead by a point, 25-24, and Marvin Lee's performance last night, Bill.
Oh yes, and that's even a slow day for him. You know, he's capable of so much more. In fact, he is a very good rebounding guard for someone his size.
Marvin Lee. Nice move. Look at that.
And he's smart enough to know that when he's not hitting the outside shot, he has to take it inside,
You have to
disrupt the
attack.
defense, and pass it off.
25-24. We are about to start the second period. Mo Fati back in the game for the big three Royal athletes.
I think the big three are surprised at how well the Long Lions are playing, because yesterday the Lions did not play that well.
They just arrived yesterday.
In fact, they were late because they had to get new uniforms made
And new shoes.
and buy new shoes. So now the shoes are broken in already.
Calibrated already.
Yeah.
John Hamon. Lee with no hesitation.
Well, Lee's streaky shooting goes both ways.
Guzman.
He knows he has an advantage in terms of size.
You know, Jonathan Guzman, he is a young player, 25 years old, 26 next week, but his teammates are very young.
Yes. But he's doing made the decision to sit back a little bit, let them do their thing.
The Lions shooting 58% from the field, 10 out of 17 in the first period, and 3 of 7 from long range. Now that's 3 out of 8 from long distance.
I like the balance and the symmetry of the Long Lions. Everybody knows their role.
Well, the big three Royal athletes, 0 of 5 from long distance here in the first half.
For now.
The Arena. Also, that guy is a good shooter.
True.
He made 3 in their first game last Monday. And it's a 3-point play for him.
He's a very underrated player.
If he's the point guard, he is huge.
Yes. And you know, that allows Marvin Lee to move around better, get open.
And Llarena completes the 3-point play.
4-point lead now for the big three. Somebody's open.
Chen is wide open.
Great execution.
He gets it back. Back out to Lee.
See, Fati changes so much on your offense.
Guzman from far away, rebounded by Llarena. The Royal Athletes ahead by 4 points. Marvin Lee going strong to the hole.
Nice burst of speed. See, a lot of discipline now on the part of the Lions. They wait for everybody to get into place.
A strip by Mo Fati.
Yes, good hands.
Marvin Lee with 4 points already here in the game. Alan Santos, Fati erasing the defender, and that's why Alan Santos was able to score.
8-point lead. He wiped the defender out of the picture.
So this is the largest lead of the game, 32-24. Back in a moment. All right, Bill Velasco will discuss the leg format.
Thank you so much, Sandy Grumo. Okay, every team, each of the 7 teams plays 4 games to determine placing. And then the top 4 teams square off 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. While the 7th and 6th ranked teams play each other. And then the winner plays the 5th ranked team to barge into the next round.
So we will be until here.
Until Christmas. Until Sunday.
Until Sunday. We'll be here until Sunday.
You know, you look at this Lions team, they're pretty tall. And that was a big 3-point shot. It's confusing for the Lions. They don't know who to stop.
Largest lead. 34-27. Shot did not go in, rebounded by Alan Santos.
You know, Guzman is trying to get everybody involved, but it's at the expense of his own game.
John Hamon.
Fati can back this man down.
Oh,
There you go.
That's good.
That's unstoppable.
It was not a fadeaway hook shot anymore.
Yes, he's 7'2". He gets up there. How do you stop the shot?
Chen for 3.
Uh-oh.
Bang!
And that's a problem for the big three. You have tall guys on the outside.
Llarena sees space, throws it up, draws the foul.
And you see they're using their veteran smarts against this young, inexperienced team. They're really just taking them to school.
Now, what an encouragement by the bench players of the Big Three Royal Athletes, Bill.
Yes.
They're cheering for their teammates.
And now we have Martinez and Escocio coming back into the game for the big three.
Too many three-point shooters for the Big Three Royal Athletes. Camacho can score from beyond the arc. Rawi Escocio can score. James Martinez can score. Llarena can score.
And that's why it's really hard for the Lions to defend. Because you're so stretched out because everybody can shoot from the outside.
Llerena still perfect from the free throw line. 5 points already.
Lead is back up to 8, matching the biggest lead of the game. Big Guzman's gone cold from all the passing the ball.
Llerena did not play in the first period. Now he has 5 points here. James Martinez.
Using a couple of screens. Scotia lobs it inside. Good pass.
Nice high-low play there between
Yeah.
Escocio and Mo Fati.
Third foul on the Lions. One more and they'll be in the penalty. Best thing to do is maybe front Fati or put one player behind him and one in front of him. There you go. He's asking for the ball again.
Camacho. What did I say? Camacho burying the three-pointer.
The lead is getting bigger.
Now they come here to play hard, and they're up by 11 points.
Nice getaway there.
Young unable to score there, but he will go to the free throw line.
Great footwork, good dribbling. And then one quick burst of speed, and he's under the hoop.
So Mo Fati. First personal foul on Mo. ZG Young.
Good fundamentals by this team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All of the players of the Loong Lions, they have good fundamentals.
Yes, and they can all shoot.
They can attack, they can shoot,
A lot
they
of
can run.
very disciplined also.
Of course. 41-32 is our score. Less than 6 minutes remaining.
And now they're extending
first half.
They're extending out their defense because of all the shooters.
Now they're fronting Mo Fati.
Told you.
Llerena gets by Zhang. It rims out. Wawi gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
Everybody's attention is on boxing out Fati. That you allow Escocio to carve room for himself.
Guzman
He's cold already.
picked up by Llerena. 43-32. It's an 11-point lead for the Big Three Royal Athletes. James
Very
Martinez shopping around.
welcome situation for the Big Three.
Llerena, short. Wow, he fakes. He fakes again, and he is fouled
Actually, he didn't need to fake the first time.
because the defender did not jump.
Yeah, he just was being careful.
Well, he's a veteran player,
Oh, yeah.
and he's been around the Philippines playing basketball.
You said it.
And Shakalana is back in the game for the Big Three Royal Athletes. Five minutes and 4 remaining in the first half. Pretty high scoring first half, Bill.
For the Big Three, yes. Now the Lions, it's just a question of having more savvy, executing better, making the shots actually.
4-3.
They've started to miss from the outside. Now the shots are being challenged.
Good backside by Camacho. And the Royal Athletes asking for a ceasefire. Back in a moment. All right, you're on TV.
Oh, why are they hiding? Aha!
All right, that's the mayor and the vice mayor. Attorney Stephen Pomares and Vice Mayor Elizer Chavez and City Councilor Paul Panis.
Now look at the full court pressure now by the Lions.
Camacho with one triple here.
And now you have Martinez moving over to the shooting guard spot.
Picked up by Wawi. Escalcho feeling his defender from behind. He goes inside, too strong.
They stopped getting the ball to Fati.
Oh, that's a foul on James Martinez.
Good foul, good foul. They have a couple of fouls to give, and they were outnumbered on that play.
Yeah, that's their fourth. That's their third team foul.
They're going to see if there's any ground to make it an unsportsmanlike foul.
Because they can upgrade it.
But, you know, he didn't intend any harm.
Ah, that's why James Martinez is smiling at us.
Yep. Don't look at me. I'm not a referee. It's upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Back in the day, this was called an advantage foul. Because, you know, it
You're
hurts.
putting the offensive player in a disadvantaged position.
Yeah, you're destroying their chance at a
Yeah.
fast break. You know, and it's unfair to the offensive team, you know, who worked hard to get the ball to advance.
So the call is upgraded to unsportsmanlike foul.
Which means 2 free throws and possession
Yes.
will go to the Loong Lions. Oh,
Problem is their free throw shooting.
yes.
One more time from another angle. Yeah, there was a player wide open,
Yes.
and that is Yao downstairs. Shot clock 14 seconds for the Loong Lions.
But that helps, but they're still down by 11.
If this guy can score from the outside, then that is Zhang.
No, but they're really just missing from the outside, and they don't seem to have a plan B. What they can do as the younger team is force some turnovers, keep Fati away from the backboard.
James Martinez backs off. Guarded by Yao.
They were trying a give and go.
Chacalanes, the no-look pass to Martinez. It's a 24-second shot clock violation. It was intended for Mo Fati, but,
Yeah.
Mo Fati was not expecting it.
Good defensive stance by the Loong Lions. Now the problem is Guzman's been taken out of the offense.
Nice move.
Yang seemed to be scoring easily there. 3.5 minutes to go before halftime. Oh, ball's tipped away, almost stolen. Big Three showing some patience.
They're ahead by 9 points. Shot clock at 5.
Taking too much time.
It's 3. It hit the rim. Mo Fati, the retrieval.
Barely beating the clock.
Mo. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, exactly. You need to be aggressive. Bully the other team around.
Offensive foul.
That was clear. The Lions have to be careful not to get carried away because, you know, they could end up with nobody on the bench.
Daniel, what do you have?
If you could see Coach Sirwan of Long Lions during huddles, you can see that he's very big on hand movements because as a new coach and with only 1 month of living in China, breaking the language barrier has been his problem. And for him, it is a big difference, especially with him coming from Sweden. But for Coach Sirwan, communication may be a challenge, but he knows that these young guys have already learned and improved a lot going on to this game. Sandy and Bill?
Well, they understand basketball.
Well, Lord de Casairo's missing that one for the Big Three Royal athletes. Young
Has traveled. Again, they're young players. They will make those kinds of mistakes.
And Jonathan Guzman, not happy with what the other kids are doing right now.
Well, he's not asking for the ball anymore. It's like he's watching.
He's just facilitating.
But
Defending.
It's already affected his own game.
Chacalanes gets by Zhang. Back to Martinez.
He had a
Short
lot of
on the
time on
three
that.
attempt.
A lot of time to shoot.
James Martinez. In the first quarter, he scored 5 points. Perfect from the free throw line and 1 out of 2 from the field.
46-35 still. You know, Guzman's offense has vanished. That's why they're down, because the younger guys aren't scoring.
Chen fires and scores. They will not count it.
Paul was downstairs and he took another step.
To the delight of James Martinez.
It was not a layup, so they decided not to give him continuation.
Kent Lau in the game replacing Camacho.
Another white body. Yeah, there you go. Now the Big Three are in the penalty, but only a minute 58 left.
Jonathan Guzman. Zhang, baseline attack, blocked by Mo Fati.
And he was blanketed.
Oops. He's a young player for the Long Lions. Martinez.
Nice little change of pace.
Martinez rejected inside
Leaving only 5 seconds on the clock.
by Yukon Gao.
Another look.
Shot clock at 5 seconds.
That was a good non-call by the referee.
Yeah.
Now they have to hurry.
There's the safety. Lau outside. Shot clock at 3. It's 2. It's 1. It's a 24-second shot clock violation. The reason why the shot clock is in front of you so that you can see it.
Yes. And besides, that's the bench's job to remind you.
A minute 20 to go. Timeout here in Passi. All right, our updated team standings here, Bill.
Yes, of course, still spotless. The Aces and the Titans. The Titans, the only team not playing today. The Dragons have tasted victory and defeat, as have the Black Bears. So there's a log jam in third place. And now these two teams playing here at the bottom of the standings, trying to climb back up.
11-point lead for the Big Three Royal Athletes.
They've given a good account of themselves. It's just that, you know, they're making what we call rookie mistakes.
Ball stays with the Long Lions. So it's a coach's challenge. No, in the final 2 minutes, according to the FIBA rules,
Yes.
it's automatic if it's out of bounds. But Coach Matsia decided to challenge it, so they will review it.
But they only allowed one, right?
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think it's unnecessary because you're up by 11, only a minute left in the first half. You might need it for the fourth quarter.
Yes. Let's take a look at this one, Bill. It hit the foot of Mo Fati.
But of course, he's not going to admit that.
Let's see it one more time. It changed the trajectory of the ball.
Yes. So let's wait for the final decision.
Oh, they will get the basketball.
It's what they call a correctable error.
Oh, yes.
In basketball. But like a foul, you cannot really change that.
You can upgrade it.
You can upgrade it, but you can't eliminate it. It's been called.
The judgment call. Oh, too strong. But Lordy Casajero was able to score.
Making something out of nothing. The lead is now 13.
The biggest in the game. Guzman, very quiet here in the game.
Oh, he's stone cold already.
Gao banging but is inside. Hook shot. Too strong. Rebounded by James Martinez.
Again, good idea, good try. It's just execution.
James Martinez sees space. Basket is good. And one.
He got the baseline. And he's deadly when he gets the baseline.
The burst of the first step of James Martinez is very hard to defend.
Doesn't have great leaping ability. He's not that athletic, but he's very, very smart.
Yep. And he completes the three-point play. By the way, that was the first field goal of James Martinez here in the second period. 15 seconds remaining.
They're up by 16 now. Pretty comfortable.
Hardest in the game. 4-3. It rattles out. Mo Fati getting the rebound.
Good first half for the big three.
Yes. And let's check our move of the game. James Martinez with a burst of the first step, scoring for the Big Three Royal Athletes. Our halftime score, the Big Three Royal Athletes 51, the Long Lions 35.
We are now at the halftime in this game between Big Three versus the Long Lions. And it is my honor to have here with me is Honorable Vice Mayor Elizer Chavez. So, sir, I would like to first thank you for having us again here at the Passi City for the second time around. So it has been such a great experience here in Passi City. What makes you and the LGU, to continuously support the Asian tournament?
Good evening to all of you. Especially to all Pasinhons, and also to our mayor and city officials of the city of Passi. This is the second time of Asian tournament in the city of Passi. The city of Passi is very excited that the Asian tournament will be here playing in the city of Passi because all the people here in the city of Passi really love basketball.
Yeah, so you mentioned, sir, that the Pasinhons are very much in love with basketball. So for you, what is basketball to the people of Passi, and especially for you, Vice Mayor?
The basketball in the city of Passi and the people is the number one sports. Even you go to the barangays, you can see there in the compound of one residence, you can see there even in just in coconut tree, they just put a ring and then they play basketball without any board. It is only a ring and a coconut tree, and they play basketball. That's the people of Passi love basketball.
Truly, basketball is life here in Passi City. So seeing that, in every game, there are a lot of crowds watching and supporting the Asian tournament. Would you like to greet anybody and thank them?
Of course, no. First of all, we'd like to thank USEC Jessery Palmares, Mayor Attorney Stephen Palmares, and all the Sangguniang Panglungsod members. And of course, the Asian tournament for having here in the city of Passi the second time. The Asian tournament is here, and we hope that there is still a chance that the city of Passi will host the Asian tournament.
Thank you so much, Vice Mayor, for again hosting the Asian tournament here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the game. For the people watching, do not go anywhere because there are more action coming for you.
Sandy Grumo with Bill Velasco here in Passi. Our halftime highlights here. James Martinez exploded late in the second period. Chen scoring from the outside for the Loong Lions, 51-35. We have the numbers, Bill.
All right. Yeah, 46% for the Royals, 42% for the Lions. A big difference there in the number of attempts. And if you look at the three-point shooting, only 1 out of 10 for the Royals. And, you know, the Lions started off shooting well from the outside, then tapered off in the second quarter.
All right, and I have to point out the performance of Mo Fati.
Yes,
Pretty
yes.
big in the first half.
Big change, big turnaround. He's transformed into a monster in this game.
Let's take a look at the numbers of James Martinez back in the first half. James Martinez, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. That was a tough shot by James.
Absolutely, and he's taking it to the hole, not really shooting much from the outside. He knows what to do and when to do it.
And on the other side, Guangqi Chen, 12 points, 3 out of 4 from downtown in the first half.
That's big. That helps. The lead is still 16 points, however.
Well, problem is Jonathan Guzman.
Yes, he decided to become unselfish, but at the cost of his own offense.
He has only 4 points in the first half. Zhang in the game here, met by Fati and scores.
That's going to be important for their confidence.
Third quarter just underway. Now the Lions extending their defense.
Yes, 3 men still in the backcourt for defensive purposes.
Chacalanes, Wawi Scosio. This is their starting 5.
Oh, yeah.
Except for Chacalanes and Mo Fati missing inside the shaded lane.
He seems to have a problem with that left basket.
He
block.
blocked Jonathan Guzman.
They need that. They need those turnovers.
Now we can take off our coats.
14-point lead still. Guzman just gives up the ball too easily.
Young for 2 and gets the kind roll.
Lucky bounce. Lead is 12 points.
Both teams are still winless here in the TAT here in Passi.
Well, the goal is immediately is to get into the top 4. Because the bottom 3 have a tougher road ahead of them.
Lordi Casajeros committing the turnover there. Lordi Casajeros in the first half scored 6 points and was 2 of 3 from the field. Guzman back out to Gao for 3 and it's way off the target.
You know, you have to make those shots because Guzman is giving up his own shot for you.
Second chance opportunity.
See, he's really gone cold.
Gao scores downstairs.
And Fati was at the other end of the floor.
And the Lions cutting down the lead to 10 points from a high of 16. We'll be right back with more action. You're watching the TAT in Passi.
The Guangzhou Loong Lions are a young team, but according to Coach Sirwan, in this game they look like 40-year-old grandmothers with the way they are playing. Coach Sirwan is reminding his players to play with more energy and aggressiveness. They have to keep their focus on the game and not the referees. Aiming to lessen their small mistakes, Coach Sirwan aims to rebuild this second half. Sandy and Bill?
He has a point, Bill.
Well, it's a little harsh, but you know.
But he has a point.
Well, they're trying. That's the important thing because it's better to try than not.
Apis providing the screen. Casajeros from far away. Rebounded by Zhang.
Oh,
And
it's
a
a
chance
foot
to
race.
close the gap here. John Hamon committing the foul.
That was a poor foul.
Yeah.
Because he had other team members already back on D.
Sometimes when you are late on defense, you will commit that foul.
It's an overcompensation.
Oh, look at that.
And you're already behind the player. Nothing good will come out of that.
It was good that the referee. Oh, they will. They will
Upgrade?
review it, and
Okay.
there's a chance that they will upgrade it. A big possibility. You're looking at Coach Hasso Serwan, a young coach for the Guangzhou Long Lions.
And you know, the language barrier is something we take for granted, but it's very real.
Yeah.
And plus, if you have an interpreter, it takes twice as long.
I think the interpreter is there, but he was late yesterday.
So like Daniel reported, it's all hand signals.
You know, especially when you make a play, when you draw up a play, and you will say,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is you, and this is him." You make a cut. There's the screen there. It's very hard
It's
to,
hard.
you know. Oh, and sportsmanlike foul.
There
They
you go.
graded it to an unsportsmanlike foul, so they will take two at the line plus ball possession.
Yes.
Who does acknowledge it?
Who will ever admit? Maybe only at confession when they go to church.
He was way ahead. I'm talking about Zhang.
Yes.
Xiaobao Zhang makes the first free throw, cutting down the lead to 9.
And
That was a bad foul.
And that's also going to hurt the momentum
Yep.
of the big three.
Chen, Gao, Guzman, Zhang, and Yang for the Long Lions.
Guzman is not a factor in this game, and that's really hurting them.
Only 4 points in the first half.
With very few attempts.
Yang working downstairs.
That's a lot of confidence to attack the big man like that.
It's a tough shot to do because there was Mo Fati defending it. Now, how about Jonathan Guzman talking to all the players there, the young players?
Well, he's keeping their confidence up. You know, they're trying very hard, but of course they're making mistakes, missing shots, and that's normal because you know you're growing together as a team.
James Martinez sees space
Better ball movement on the big three.
and better defense by the Long Lions. Picked up by James.
Good save.
Shot clock at 9. Casajeros back to John Hamon. Shot clock at 4. It's 3. Rebounded by Jonathan Guzman.
That's because Martinez was being guarded very tightly.
Chen. Very basic basketball.
7-point game.
51-44 now. Now they're extending their defense.
They're trying to wear down the big three at this stage. They just leave one man behind to guard Fati.
James Martinez. I'm quite surprised that Marvin Lee is not seeing much action here.
Good point.
James. Floater. No. Yes! No and yes. The better is yes.
You know, when you're thinking about Marvin Lee, I guess his size is really a liability.
Oh, what a shot. Well, we talk about Jonathan Guzman. It could be the start of something big for him.
Well, he has some catching up to do. His output's very, very low in this game. And if you're passing off the ball and they're not making the shots anyway, why not take them yourself? And let's see if they'll start going to Fati more in this quarter.
James Martinez. He kicks it out to Lordi Casajeros. He rises up for 2 with almost no angle that time.
And get the ball back.
Napes goes back out.
Mental lapse on the part of the Long Lions.
Napes. Casajeros. Napes.
Great ball movement.
Yeah.
That's experience.
Two free throws for Gao. It's going to be on Mo Fati. Number 34. All right, shout out to our TAP network operations switchers, Christian, Aaron, Glyza, Tadin, and Big Boy.
Hey,
Thank you, TAP. We've seen our games there. Slowly, the Lions coming back here. Down by 8.
still plenty of time, and the lead is not that big, so it's very, very manageable.
You know, they were down by as many as 16 points.
They might want to change the tempo, however. When you have people like Fati and Escocio on the floor, you have the advantage in terms of speed.
Well, we mentioned Marvin Lee earlier. Now he is back in the game.
Well, he's been spotty from long range.
And yes, Jonathan Guzman with his second personal and the second team foul for the Lions. The Lions outscoring the Big Three 13-4 here in the third period.
I'm very curious as to how the Big Three will now execute, because the Lions are very good at denying the outside shot.
You know, they're playing zone, but it is like a matchup defense. It's a floating zone.
Escocio has been a problem for the Lions in terms of getting offensive boards.
Oh, shot clock at 2. It goes out of bounds. 24-second shot clock violation. Ball goes back to the Long Lions.
Camacho is arguing for a foot trap. Wasn't called.
Well, it happened. Are they going to challenge it? They're going to challenge it anymore.
Yes, they can. They already burned their challenge in the first half.
There you go. A warning called on Casares for assenting to a non-call. He was warned earlier for second motion.
Different warning, different
Yeah.
offense.
Zoo. Blocking foul called. Offensive foul called on Gao.
Again, these are the mistakes that young players make. They get overly excited.
55-48. The Lions outscoring the Big Three 13-4. Here in the third period, they were down by 16 points coming into the third.
Yes, good comeback for them. Now, can they complete it? That's the question.
And look at how they play the zone defense.
Yeah.
They're moving around as Marvin will take it from the outside. He gets it back.
Scotia is open in the corner.
Shot clock at 5. Marvin Lee sees pace. He will attack. Too short on the layup.
They gave him a lot of daylight there.
Almost an interception there by Lordy Casajeros.
Casajeros is an underrated defensive player. And he guards players often much bigger than him.
Four minutes remaining in the third. Llarena guarding Yang.
Nice.
Now Mo Fati is in front of him.
Good use of a screen.
Gao traveled because he hesitated.
Yes. Again, if your pivot foot lifts off the floor before you dribble, that's an automatic traveling violation.
Marvin Lee. Shot clock 14 seconds. Lordy Casajeros.
Lee asking for the ball.
Shot clock at 4. There's the cutting Lordy Casajeros. Too deep that time.
Good boxing out by the Lions. Only down by 7, or rather,
Young
yeah,
is
7.
fouled by Llerena.
Three minutes, 20 seconds remaining.
Turnover to our CSR. All right, Daniel Aguardia, what do you have?
Feeling very happy with their first half performance. Coach Matt C of Big Three has mentioned that he told his players their offense a while ago was just a bonus. They have to stick with their strong defense and make the other team go slower. When it comes to his rotations, it has been going faster with fresh legs every time to keep the intensity at the same level. Sandy and Bill.
The Lions to within 4 points here, Bill, with 3 minutes remaining in the third.
They heard the game plan of the Big Three.
Escocia will try to answer back, rebounded by Jonathan Guzman.
Good lead pass here.
Young is wide open. Now he is not. Gao providing the screen. Young backs off. Outside to Guzman.
They're getting Fati to switch off.
Guzman will fire. Rebounded by Wawi Scotia.
He's doing a good job of getting the rebounds in this quarter.
You know, only one field goal for Jonathan Guzman here in the third period. But they are able to come back here, outscoring the Big Three 16-4.
The gambling on the outside shot and this period is working out.
Marvin Lee. It bounces in. Nice shot by Lee.
He is so good at finding small spaces.
Young. Damaging the brain waves of Llerena.
And
He was not able to score.
And breaking his ankle too. Lead is just 6 points. Putting up a fight here, the Loong Lions.
Casajeros gives it to Lee. Blocked by Gao. Recovered by Lee. There's the floater. Oh! Nice shot by Lee.
Using the glass. You know, using the glass allows you to lob the ball higher. Oh,
Bad pass by Young.
They needed that basket.
Wawi Scotia is taken out by Alan Santos. Nape is back in the game for Lordy Casajeros. Camacho also in the game now for Marvin Lee. No. For John Hamon. Camacho for 2. You just can't leave him open because he can score from mid-range and from long distance.
It's a lot of versatility on this lineup for the Big Three. Plus, they have a deeper bench. So they can show different looks.
The lead is back up to 10. Jonathan. Yes!
There you go. Now, if he starts humming, this is going to be a very different ball game.
Now they're changing their defense again.
Yes.
61-54.
And remember, there's no Mo Fati on the floor.
Now they're playing man-to-man.
Yes. Better.
Llerena blocked.
Matching up better.
Chen will fire, and yes.
Well, no shot blocker in the paint.
The Big Three.
They try to trap. All you have to do is put a big guy in the middle.
Up by 5 points, 61-56.
Shot clock winding down.
1 second. Oh!
Crucial shot by Marvin Lee.
Marvin Lee, thoughts of a prayer. It was answered.
With the left hand too.
But we will review it. He does beat the clock. So let's see. Will they count it or not? Yes, they will.
All right, so 63-56.
We'll be right back. Fourth quarter is coming up next. 63-56. The Royals ahead. Games tomorrow, but it will start at 2 p.m. Yes. The Phantom Black Dragons will take on the Titans. The Alliance will take on the Wildcats at 4:30 p.m. At 7 p.m., the Black Bears will take on the Aces. There you go. We'll be early tomorrow here, Bill.
All right, and those are very important games.
Oh, yeah.
And Coach Koyupanko trying his best to distract us. He doesn't seem to mind the cold.
Marvin Lee with the third quarter explosion,
Yes.
Bill Velasco.
Absolutely. You know, no three-point buckets, but he's making it work from the inside.
All are spectacular shots, by the way.
Yes. Well, when you're that small, you have to be creative.
Marvin Lee looking at the shot clock.
This is the fourth quarter. More patience on the part of the big three.
Lee. Too many fakes for Marvin Lee. Zoe. Tuki trying to steal it from behind. Guzman.
But they have to make room for him and set some screens and get his offense going.
Guzman goes inside. The penetration did not work out well.
They have to take advantage of Fatih being on the bench.
The Long Lions shooting 45% from the field. Here in this game, the big three, 24 of 56, 42% here in the game.
Not so good.
Lee. Inside to Alan Santos, back out to Napes for three. Very short.
Oh, he hasn't been shooting that much, so he's kind of cold.
Napes scored 4 points in the first half, 2 of 5 here in the game.
They should reset the clock because it hit somebody's foot, but the refs didn't call a foot trap.
It's the second time already, Bill.
Yes.
Matt Sia there, the head coach of the Big Three Royal Athletes. Nice shot from Camacho from downtown.
Surprise three-pointer. He stepped back over the line.
Zoe misses. They're very quick in coming back. The problem was that shot, no connection there for Zhao.
No
Or
finish.
Zoe.
That's a concentration issue.
Yeah.
10-point lead.
Marvin Lee. Oh, Santos not expecting that pass. He was just standing in there.
That's a somebody help me pass. It's like tossing a dart at the globe.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Big Three Royal Athletes. Guzman.
Guzman has to start carrying this team.
4-3. It rolls out like a toilet that didn't flush.
Interesting choice of words there.
Under 8 minutes to go. Shot clock 15. Lions outscoring the Big Three Royal Athletes back in the third period, 21-12.
All screens for Marvin Lee.
Inside pass to Napes, back out to Hamon. Lee, floater. That's good! Beating the 24 clock. And we can see the Big Three Royal Athletes very active. They're sharing the ball well, finding the open man, and they're ahead by 12 points. Nice shot by Marvin Lee.
Very difficult shot because you don't really use the backboard, or you're just guessing where it will fall.
Marvin Lee 6 of 12 from the field here. 12 points already in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Was not able to score in the first half, by the way, Bill. And saw limited minutes. Young. John Hamon guarding him.
Hamon just has his hands up, waving wildly just to distract him. Shot clock's winding down.
It's 4. Nice shot by Jonathan Guzman. How will you stop that shot?
You can't. Now, the Guzman is picking up his game, and they really need it. They're still down by 10. Now look, Guzman is guarding Marvin Lee. How do you get around the screens, though?
Now Marvin Lee now is the leading scorer. John Hamon with a fadeaway. Tukib.
Oh, he got scared. There were 3 people in the paint. But great job of retrieving
That's
the
why I
ball.
was a little bit surprised.
Marvin
Shot
Lee
clock at 2.
he's taken over this game.
A good tap there by Santos to Tukib.
And they have a fresh clock.
Alan Santos gets by Gao. John Hamon.
Mishandled the ball there, so he couldn't get the shot to go down.
Zhang is fouled, and he will not get the bounce. John Hamon committing that one for the Big 3 Royal athletes. You know, Zhang not afraid of the contact there. That's the second for John Hamon.
Yeah, for this Loong Lions team, it's just the little things. You know, they're very close. They're only down by 10 against a vastly experienced team. You know, their import hasn't really been scoring that much.
Yeah.
And the Big 3 are buying time for Fatih. They're going to put him in probably the last, 5 minutes of the game?
Marvin Lee.
And he's playing like an import.
Yeah, 12 points here. Look at the way he
But that pass was a bit
dribbled that
wild.
basketball.
Yeah. Now here comes Fatih.
Oh, Santos will be taken out by Mo Fati.
No, it's not Alan
Oh,
Santos.
it's
It's Alan
Napes.
Napes. Both of them were going over to the bench.
Marvin Lee, Alan Santos, John Hamon, Tukib, and Mo Fati for the Big 3 Royal athletes. It did not hit the rim. It's a 24-second shot clock violation.
Tough shot.
.544 remaining in the game. Guzman, right on target, Bill.
That's a big shot. Cuts the lead down to 6.
A lot of basketball remaining here.
Yes, 5.5 minutes. Marvin Lee might be getting a little tired here from all the bumping. Big screen there by Fatih.
And he is now beginning to miss his shots from
Yes.
the outside. Into the corner we go. Oh, that was a bad decision by Zhang. He gets it back, though, and scores.
What do you know?
Oh! And it's a 4-point game. These young kids from the Loong Lions coming back here, 68-64. All right, let's take a look at the highlights here. Jonathan Guzman. Coming alive here in the fourth quarter, Bill.
Yes, he's brought them back. They were down by, what, 10, 11 points just a couple of minutes ago. And it's a good decision to take him off of Marvin Lee and put him on one of the perimeter shooters.
Tukib misfires.
Big play here for the Lions. Don't hurry.
This guy is very young, but he is such a good player. Zhang is in the corner. Jonathan Guzman. Oh!
Nice first step, gets away.
What an escape by Jonathan Guzman, damaging the brain waves of Mo Fati.
Well, Fati came out to meet him, but you know, speed-wise, it's hard to match up. 2-point game, partner. Marvin Lee has suddenly been silenced.
Shot clock at 4. And rebounded by Jonathan Guzman, and a chance to tie this ball game at 66 all.
Or
This is
take the
for the lead. Marvin Lee with a long rebound.
They're doing a much better job of boxing Fati out.
A big comeback here for the Guangzhou Long Lions, down by as many as 16 points, and what a quarter for Jonathan Guzman. It's a 2-point game. The Lions outscoring the big three here in the fourth.
Yes.
And actually here in the second half as Marvin Lee scores from downtown.
Big shot, Marvin Lee.
Big shot Lee.
Yes.
Wang is fouled by Mo.
5 points, 3.5 minutes to go. Still anybody's game.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
What's the call?
foul on Mo. And a technical foul call on Mo. So that would be too straight for him. That'll be his fourth personal. Oh, that's a foul.
Yeah. He threw his arm out. That's his fourth foul. Very dangerous situation now.
And really, they need him here.
And that's 2 free throws and possession. A chance for the Loong Lions to wipe out this lead. 1 free throw and possession. Four-point lead.
They will not get the possession because it was in the act of shooting also. So 2 free throws for him. So 3 straight for Yang.
That's clear.
And look at the stroke, the way he released that basketball. Very basic.
And these guys must be nervous.
Three straight for Yang.
69-71, 2-point game. We have a thriller on our hands. Marvin Lee has been the hero of this game.
Thriller game in our first game here, where the Aces won. Casajeros forcing it, fouled by Zhou.
No, he helped that along with a little bit of acting.
And making it sure that the referee will see it.
Important free throws now for Casajeros.
Are they going to challenge it or not?
They're going to challenge it or review it at least. 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go.
Three minutes and 17 to go. Lodi Casajeros.
Very important free throws.
Oh, yeah. Straight up defense there.
You know, he moved
But
forward.
yeah. Just a little nudge.
4-point lead. Very important possession here now for, well, every possession now is important for the Loong Lions.
A three could change the complexion of the game. That's a long two-pointer. You know the confidence of this little kids?
Yes.
No, little kids. These
Young
ki-
people.
The young guns of the Loong Lions are beaming with confidence here. Down by 2 points.
Still under 3 minutes to go, and Marvin Lee needs some help.
Lee. James Martinez back in the game.
We didn't even notice.
Shot clock at 2. Casajeros throws it up, rebounded by Mo, and scores.
Very important.
75-71. Nice execution there by the Loong Lions. Very basic jump stop,
Yes.
fake, and then go straight ahead.
Coming up on 2 minutes.
It's a 2-point game, 75-73.
And now the Big Three cannot afford to make mistakes. Guzman on Casajeros.
Casajeros.
Looks like he traveled there.
The Loong Lions,
And
a defensive stop there. Basket will not go in, but there was a foul.
Guzman was asking for the ball.
You know, they're not afraid to attack.
Oh, yeah.
They're not afraid to take that shot.
That stop was very important. We might be smelling an overtime game here.
Oh, oh. $75-74, and remember, I don't want to jinx them, but anyways, we still have one more free throw to
Yes.
go. They're shooting 70% from the free throw line.
We are tied at 75, a minute 47 to go. The Big Three in the penalty.
The Big Three Royal Athletes up by 16 points, and that is history already.
Yeah, we smell an upset in the making.
That's a travel on Marvin Lee.
And he's complaining that he got pushed, but he lost his balance. Chance to go ahead for the Loong Lions.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. They cannot challenge it anymore because he burned it in the first half.
Yes, when it was really unnecessary.
And during that time, they were ahead by 16 points.
And it was towards the end of the period. Now the ball safely in the hands of Guzman.
They can't take the lead here.
Oh, he's going to attack the basket, I think.
Double screen from the top. Chen. This guy is not afraid to fire. Yang goes inside, finds trouble with it, and will shoot. Oh!
But there's a technical for hanging onto the rim.
Oh my goodness.
Again, young player mistake.
They are ahead now by 2 points, but
He did a pull-up on the ring. You can't do that.
he hang in there for 2 seconds.
That's a technical. A minute, 18 seconds to go. That was dramatic.
Another dramatic finish here.
Yes.
Just like in the first game. So a technical free throw for the Big Three Royals, and
and possession.
Yeah, and James Martinez will take it.
And that's important. That could help decide the game. Because it will be an odd number now.
James scores.
He's
Cooley
very-
from the line.
Very level-headed player.
Oh, they can take the lead here.
Yes, they can.
77-76.
Now it's a question of composure. Can these young Lions hang on?
And
Look
so
at the
far, they've been
defense.
playing good defense. Zoe. Cardi Martinez. Napis fakes. Back out to Lee. Oh! Lordy Casajeros for three. Very short. He
Not
gets
the-
it back.
Not the
Marvin
shot
Lee.
they wanted.
Floater blocked by Gal. Blocking foul called on Casajeros. Another exciting ball game here in the TAT.
Wow. 49.9 seconds. Only maybe 3 possessions left.
The Lions outscoring the big three here in the second half.
And the Lions still have a foul to give.
Yeah.
That could be crucial. Okay. Is this their biggest lead of the game?
Yeah, no, the biggest lead of the Lions was at 4 points.
Okay.
14 to 10 back in the first period. And
That's
see?
composure. Fundamentals. Discipline.
100% shooting here at the line here in the fourth quarter.
There you go.
We'll be right back with more action. The Long Lions coming back alive here in the second half, outscoring the big three, 44 to 25, Bill Velasco.
And if they delay the big three enough, they might still end up with the last shot of the game. So the big three now have a decision to make. Do you go for a quick two, or do you go for a three-point shot regardless of how much time you consume? But then you still just tie the game.
They did it with, how about Young, 25 points here in the game. You know, Jonathan Guzman, not much scoring.
Not the usual.
Not the usual numbers.
Now, knowing the big three, they're going to use a lot of time.
A three could tie this ball game at 79 all.
And they might need that long three from Marvin Lee.
Oh! What a shot by Marvin Lee!
What on earth? And now they can have a 2-for-1. We are tied at 79. Crucial, heart-stopping play for the Long Lions.
Oh, Young escapes and scores 81-79.
26 seconds. Last shot of the game, most likely.
And they will give it to Lordy Casajeros.
They might set up Marvin Lee if he can get away.
Well, the Lions, they're not yet in the penalty.
This
That
was-
will be their fourth team foul.
Yes, the last foul to give.
14 seconds to go.
Boy. But the Lions have been playing it smart here in the second half.
Maybe your wish will be granted later on, our best player of the game. Ten seconds to go. Casajeros goes to the baseline. He attacks it. Blocked by Gao. Good help defense there by Gao.
Yes, indeed. fearlessness being shown by these young Lions.
5 seconds remaining. A 2 can tie this ball game. A 3, they can win it.
Yes, all they need to do is deny and not foul.
You see, the most dangerous player on the floor is that man there, Marvin Lee. He will throw it in. Nepes for the win!
Big shot.
No, that's not for the win, but we still have 3.6 to go.
That three-point shot would have counted, and the Lions would have won this game.
3.6 to go. Let's see.
Well, you know what? If I were the Lions, I'd get a foul. I'd attack the basket and get a foul. This would have counted. We've seen a lot of big shots in this game, partner. Best job in the world.
Kyle Nepes there scoring for the Big Three Royals, 82-81. And Coach Serwan calling for a timeout with 3.6 to go.
And this means they have the option of inbounding it at midcourt.
Yeah.
That's important because they will not waste time bringing the ball up.
What a comeback by the Lions. What a shot by Kyle Nepes. I was expecting Marvin Lee to take the shot because we all know that he can score from anywhere else.
He hit one from almost midcourt.
Who will take the shot here for the Long Lions?
Well, the Big Three have to deny. They have to deny Young and Guzman.
3.6 remaining in the game. A carjack game we have here.
Absolutely. Both teams really want it.
This is a good ploy.
Yeah, put Fati on the inbounder to block his view.
3.6 to go. Zoo will throw it in. Plenty of time to go.
Enough to set up a good shot.
3 seconds. Gao for 3.
No! Great effort by the Long Lions, and the Big Three kept their heads.
Well, he was wide open.
Yeah. Again, it is scary to see how good this Long Lions team can be.
And they are young, very aggressive.
And hungry.
The Big Three, 82. The Lions, 81. The Big Three, up by 16 points. The Lions came back and took the lead, but, well, the Big Three. Kyle Nepes.
Yep. Marvin Lee.
Scoring, and Marvin Lee coming alive in the second half. Top scoring for the team. Catch and shoot, that's Kyle Nepes. That's the move of the game.
That shot that made the difference.
Oh, so I'm right when I said that was a winning shot. All right, Daniel LaGuardia is ready with our best player of the game, Marvin Lee.
Our best player of the game, Marvin Lee, with 15 points and 3 rebounds. So Marvin, that was such an intense game. So for you and your team, you have claimed your first win. What worked for you guys this time around?
It was better, but we just stick to our system and we got our first win.
So you mentioned to me a while ago during our talk that, even Steph Curry misses a shot. So for you, with all of the pressure in this game, how did you maintain this type of performance all throughout?
Ever since, even I throw a lot of shots. If it make or miss, gonna keep shooting.
Well, best of luck for your next upcoming games. Let's get back to you, Sandy and Bill.
A heart stopper of a game, Sandy.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
Marvin Lee, the best player of the game. Brought to us by Cooley. All right. Thank you very much, Daniel LaGuardia. My partner here, Bill Velasco. My name is Sandy Groom. But anyways, I'll get something from the city of Passi that's city councilor, the city councilor of Passi. Marvin Lee, what a performance, 15
Yeah.
points, 7 out of 18 from the field. Did not score in the first half.
And tomorrow the games will start early.
82-81, the big three with a big escape. Thank you, Daniel and Bill. My name is Sandy Gumo from Passi City here in the province of Iloilo. Thank you for watching the TAT. Maayong gabi kaninyong tanan.